I know a lot of people are speaking today about unifying the country. And there's a lot of people blaming individual leaders, yourself included, saying, you're not unifying people. I come to this from a different perspective where I see big technology and social media and these algorithms of hate that are driving people into these underground conversations. So maybe we can talk a little bit about social media and your view on the impact that both misinformation and disinformation is having on our society here in Canada today.
Well, I think if you want to talk about unifying the country, which is obviously one of the fundamental goals of any prime minister, bring people together, keep the country together. We've had various challenges over the years. You have to look at what is disunifying, what is dividing the country. And you're absolutely right that social media, conspiracy theories, disinformation, misinformation, deliberate interference in democracies by foreign actors looking to destabilize or undermine people's faith in their institutions, in their country, and democracy, are all playing larger and larger roles. And you can have long debates, as I have with people from Facebook and elsewhere, about the existence of filter bubbles or not. But there's no question that we have a real conversation that we have to dig into and real tools we need to take. I mean, one of the things that I've reflected on with the development and advent of technology is governments used to be able to protect people better. Whether you agreed with it or not, governments had the capacity to control or to protect citizens from foreign interference, from bad products, from hateful propaganda in real life, in a way that we no longer control. We no longer can protect citizens from the hate that seeps in on the internet, the disinformation, the conspiracy theories. And for the large part, it's great that we have such access to information, such freedom of speech, such opportunities to inform and develop and share and challenge through social media, through the internet. But at the same time, we have a responsibility to make sure that people are kept safe, to make sure that what virulence and hatred happens online doesn't spill over into real life, as increasingly it is. Whether it was the incel attack on North York in the van, on Yonge Street in the van in Toronto, whether it was the radicalization that happens to mass killers who walked into a mosque or who ran down the Afzal family, we know that there is a radicalization happening out of sight, not because someone's going to some clubhouse in a corner of town that the police can keep an eye on, but because they're in virtual spaces that do need to be engaged with and put a framework around. Now, getting that balance right around ensuring we're protecting freedom of speech, freedom of expression is going to be really important. But we do have to do more to keep people safe. Because one of the things I see all the time is those people who are screaming about their right to say whatever they want on the internet. So often those are such misogynistic and unpleasant and hateful comments that women in particular, or racialized people, remove themselves from the conversation because they just can't take the constant attacks. And you have people abusing of their ability to spew hatred that is actually interfering with and removing the freedom of speech from women and others who would want to participate in the conversation. And on that, governments and internet giants need to step up in a real way to figure out how to protect people's ability to participate in online life.